All right, so Nate Landwehr versus Austin Lingo, featherweight fight. And the ref says, let's go. And here we go. Both fighters come in. And right away, Lingo landing a couple big lefts. Nate Landwehr, clearly the bigger guy, muscle-wise. Coming into this fight, we made the prediction that Nate Landwehr would win. We still stick by that. Lingo called lights out. It's his nickname. And he's been to 3 decisions, so. But he's looking solid right now. As Landwehr goes back into the fence, nearly goes down. He recovers. But his eyes are wide. And he takes a left hook and nearly gets hit on a right. And Landwehr certainly a little jittery right now. First 50 seconds in and a big left by Lingo. And it looked like a headbutt there as Lingo shakes it off. And already 20 combined significant strikes landed. First minute, so it's going to be a high-level, fast-paced fight, as they always are in the featherweight. Ooh, Lingo comes in with a right, left, right combo. And Nate's just got to settle down. Lingo will slow down. Ooh, and a nice leg kick by Landwehr misses, but caught the attention of Lingo for sure. So these fights back in San Antonio, the crowd very active throughout the night, chanting for Macy Barber in the last fight, then booed her when she won booed the decision when she won by split decision over Andrea Lee. So, the crowd kind of back and forth. There's a couple local fighters, but for the most part, you got fighters from everywhere. 2 big fights coming up. Holly Holm, Yana Santos, Marlon Vera, Corey Sandhagen. 2:10 into the fight now. 16-13. Lingo in significant strikes. Oh. And a nice right by Landwehr. And earlier, both guys, clashed heads or headbutted. And are kind of dealing with those effects now throughout the fight. And Lingo seems to be the aggressor early here in the first round. Landwehr trying to do enough with the legs to kind of keep him at bay, keep him backed up. But every time he throws a leg kick, Lingo comes in right then with another combination. Right, left, right. And then Landwehr backs him up with a leg kick. So and Landwehr certainly respects the power of Lingo. That's why he's utilizing a leg kick, because he's got to slow him down, keep him off balance. Okay, Nate got a leg. Let him go. Misses on a leg kick. And Lingo gets out of it. 120 left in round 1. And Lingo does have some power. I have to go back and watch his other fights. I think he's 2-1. All 3 fights going to a decision. And he comes in once again and backs Nate Landwehr up into the fence. In a great division, right? With Volkanovski at the top. A lot of solid contenders. From 1 on down. And both of these guys battling to get in there, right? I mean, Lingo's 9-1. He could use a victory. Landwehr 16-4. So it's another thing I noticed, 20 fights versus 10. We'll see if that makes a difference here as the fight goes on. Lingo will slow down. Now it's 29-25 Landwehr, so Landwehr beginning to pick up the pace. Oh, and a big left by Lingo. Ooh. Oh, and another left by Lingo. So despite Landwehr leading in significant strikes, it's been Lingo with the bigger shots. Very close first round. Very close first round as it comes to an end. Landwehr up 29-27. Significant strikes. Control time non-existent. Headshots 22-14 for Lingo. So that's where, you get into, and you look at the leg kicks, 14-1 for Landwehr. Now that paid off for Leon Edwards last week against Usman. And I didn't think it would. Thought it'd be a little closer, or a potential draw. But those leg kicks, if you're dominating in that category, could make a big difference in the judges' scorecards. And as you go into round 2 now, you got to be telling Landwehr, just, chill. Lingo's going to slow down and lose a little power. And if you're in Lingo's corner, you're saying, hey, you got to keep applying the pressure. Keep getting in there and dictating the pace. And be patient with those leg kicks from Nate Landwehr. So that, to me, that's what's going on in both corners, is both guys trying to jump the bell here. Ref telling them to get back. And you look at these divisions, right? You got bantamweight tonight, women's bantamweight fight, co-main event, featherweight fight here. But when you go look at bantamweight, featherweight, lightweight, it's always going to be high speed, lots of power, and a lot of finishes in these divisions. Big stage for both of these guys. Neither one ranked. Either one can go on a 2 or 3 fight win streak. They could jump in there. But you look at their records. Nate Landwehr 16-4. Not quite contender record, but very close to it, right? If you can beat some big guys. You get 17-4 here if you can get the win. And maybe you get a contender and you're in there at 18-4. So that's what Landwehr is looking at. Pace is slowed here, first minute of round 2, as Landwehr starts to get those leg kicks going again. And I'm looking to see if Lingo slows down. But he lands a big right there. Now a left. And Landwehr covers up. And a right. So Lingo still has the power. Still bouncing around. .43-42 in significant strikes. We'll keep you updated on that. It's very close in that department. We've seen one TKO tonight, but a lot of decisions, a few submissions, a lot of high-level fighting on both sides. But this crowd's ready to erupt. You're starting to hear the jeers from the crowd now, right? I mean, submissions are great. Good fights going to a decision are great, but after a while, too many in a row, fans are going to start getting hungry for something. Nice uppercut there by Landwehr, who's not landing the big power shots, but Lingo, but over time seems like he could break down Lingo, excuse me. So that's what you got. You got the battle of Lingo's power shots. How long can he keep that up with Landwehr trying to wear him out? 2:12 left, round 2. And now it's Landwehr who's kind of chasing down Lingo. Ooh, big left and right by Landwehr. Yeah, Lingo's corner yelling for him to move his head. It's because he's getting tired. That's what I tried to say. Landwehr, not as powerful, but those shots will... Oh, a nice leg kick by Landwehr. Buckles Lingo. And another leg kick. And another. Man. Keep throwing him. Now a flying knee and another one. And Lingo tries to hold on, but Landwehr gets out of it. Lands another leg kick, and Lingo comes in with 2 power shots, slide over the top. Now Landwehr gets a takedown. Crowd likes it, 110 left, round 2. Now he's pounded away with the right. Yeah, and he's landing some shots now. And the mouthpiece comes out. Oh, and he gets right underneath here. And Lingo's in trouble. Oh, he's underneath and Lingo's in trouble. Lingo's got to tap here in a second. This is it. He taps and it's over. Yes. Thank you. Back to 4-4. Nate Landwehr gets the submission in round 2. Now to get the crowd to their feet. Not as good as a TKO, but not as bad as a decision. And really, he just broke him down. So Nate Landwehr is going to get the victory here over Austin Lights Out Lingo. And he does have some power, but you can't be lights out and not have one knockout yet in the UFC. So he's going to fall to 2-2 in the UFC. But Nate Landwehr looked good, man. Not really survived the first round, but taking some power shots, but just remained patient and broke him down over time. So he's going to get the win here in the featherweight division at UFC Fight Night.